What is up, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix, and One Piece, One Piece, One Piece. Man, I gotta say, after watching the Netflix adaptation, Netflix live action, I will say I'm impressed. I am absolutely impressed, and this could be the beginning to end the curse of the horrible anime adaptations that have been made in the past. Right, because not all anime live action adaptations have sucked, but most of them do. Okay, and I'm saying the One Piece live action adaptation from Netflix, it was so good that I think it has the potential to break the curse. And let me give you an example. In the 2000s, people were saying that video game adaptations and things like that, they were no good, that the movies always sucked. And, Hollywood should just stop making video game adaptation movies, right? But then in the last few years, we've seen the Sonic movie, we've seen the Mario movie, we've seen the Mortal Kombat movie, which is actually good. We've seen a whole bunch of video game adaptations, right? A Godzilla movie, you guys get the point. And so, now with this quality, because the Netflix live action One Piece is quality. This is a quality show. The setting, the acting, the actors were absolutely perfect. I did not feel like they did not belong in that role, right? I think every actor played the role exactly as you would imagine. Everybody was on character, the settings, the world. They were very, very, very they went by the book. They went with the source material. They went. It was just absolutely fantastic. Everything about it was just pretty good. And honestly, if there are any flaws in the show, I would not know because I'm not that big of a One Piece fan. So maybe there's things that I miss in the live action that you guys probably noticed and I didn't. I know that there was some race swapping. I've actually talked about this on the show. There has been race swapping in this adaptation, but honestly speaking, it's not a big deal and it doesn't matter. And as a matter of fact, again, every actor does a really good job in their role. So let's get started. I want to start with the main characters. So Luffy, played by Inaki, who's Mexican. He's a great actor for Luffy. I mean, he was wacky, he was awkward and naive. Absolutely on point. That is a shonen character, a Japanese shonen anime character by definition. All right? Inaki was absolutely just fantastic playing Luffy. Right? I couldn't have thought of a better actor, honestly. And then, of course, we had Nami. I don't know the actor's name. But I thought it was a great performance. I like her backstory. And throughout all the 8 episodes, I thought she was one of the most interesting characters. Honestly, I like Zoro because I just like quiet, deadly characters. So yeah, Zoro, the actor for Zoro, which is Makenyu, and Makenyu, who was also in the the crappy live action adaptation of Saint Seiya. I didn't even bother watching it because you guys already know. So Zoro, I love his backstory. Anything, the guy fighting with 3 swords is absolutely amazing. Anything that has to do with the samurais, sword fighting, martial arts, that's my thing right there. That is, I live for that. Martial arts movies. So Zoro, the actor for Zoro, was absolutely perfect. Loved it. Love his backstory. I love the fight that he had with what's that guy's name? The guy with the huge sword that had like a cross type of guard. I don't know his name. Again, not a One Piece fan. Usopp. Usopp, the actor for Usopp, I thought he was really cool. And Sanji. I really like the Sanji character. A character that can cook and kick your ass at the same time. It's absolutely just... I don't know. I think a lot of people make fun of Sanji because he's a simp, right? Sanji is an absolute simp, and we all know it. And then the villains. I like Arlong. I like I tell you, the costume designs, the makeup artist did such a great job of bringing this to life. Arlong, the way he looks very menacing, just like in the anime. He looks, very menacing. It's like how do you take something that's cartoony, that's kind of cartoony, and bring it into real life? They did a great job doing it. They did an absolute great job doing it and making it look as if these characters in the adaptation, in the live action, they look as though they actually exist. And that's what you're supposed to do with the makeup artists, with the CG and all of this. They did such a fantastic job. And again, this could potentially break the curse of the horrible live action adaptations of anime. Next up, I want to talk about the settings. What is the name of that restaurant? The big fish restaurant, the Marathi? God darn it, any One Piece fans down there, comment below, okay? Comment below, baby, and tell me. Anyways, that restaurant where Sanji works, I really like the setting. I actually like that they spend a lot of time in that restaurant because it showed a lot. It showed a lot of the world, this pirate world. It really reminded me of Pirates of the Caribbean, when all the pirates just gather around. Pirates of the Asian pirates, African pirates, European pirates, Spanish pirates, all of them, they all gather right into one place, and then they just have these fantastic interactions. I really like this setting, and I think everything else was just absolutely great. Like all the settings, the villages, the locations. It was kind of like European Caribbean base, right? So it really reminded me of like Caribbean settings. It reminded me of like old European settlements in the Caribbeans and other colonies that they had. That's what it reminded me of, and it was absolutely, I think it was great. I think it was absolutely just great. And then the acting, all right? The acting for all the characters, it was just, again, I think they all did a good job. I don't have any complaints. I mean, there were parts that were cringy, especially with the actor for Luffy. But I mean, it's freaking Luffy. Like, how do you make this cartoony type of character come to life? And I think Inaki did a pretty good job, man, of bringing Luffy to life. Luffy's not exactly my type of favorite character, but I think as far as the actors went, they did a great job. And it was overall just a good adaptation. I have very few complaints. I think there were parts that were like, there were parts where the CG was like noticeably bad, but that was very minimal. And I really like one of the favorite visuals that I like was one of my favorite characters was the clown. I think in the very first episode of the clown, what's his name, Buggy? I think he was absolutely great and kind of menacing. And kind of gave me this Joker vibe, which I think a lot of clown characters kind of like are based off of the Joker of DC, right? So the episodes with the clowns were absolutely fantastic, And honestly, guys, I think, Andy Matrix gives the Netflix One Piece live action an 8.5 out of 10 in quality and story and everything all around. 8.5 out of 10. Alright, that is my rating. Whatever your thoughts are, comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. It's your boy, The Matrix. Godspeed.